Okay. Lord have mercy. That took some trial and error, if I've ever had some trial and error. I've had a very weird day, so I appreciate every single one of y'all's patience with me. Um, I know I'm starting a bit later than I normally do. Unfortunately, that is because I got scheduled into work today. And I could not get that covered, and it's kind of important that I do that. So, pretty sad about that, but such is life. And I think my music stopped playing too, which is kind of annoying. So, yes, it did. There we go. Okay. So, now that that's back, how are you guys doing today? We are back for another lovely episode of Always Be Brewing. We are behind, but not in spirit, because I'm actually really excited for this episode. I mean, I'm always excited for every episode or stream. This one, I have a story behind. I actually normally let you guys choose for me. Today, I kind of chose myself, and there's a particular reason why. So, I want to say 3 months ago, I was at my card shop, and I saw this art on a card, and I was kind of drawn in because it looks fake. There's just something about this card, this particular art, that looks fake, and I could not for the life of me, like, it just looked like it looked like a 80s metal band, like, album cover. And I was like, there's something weird about this. And then I found out that the art had been redone to this beautiful piece right here from Commander 13. And I actually like this a lot better, but there's still a charm with the old art. So I thought, why not kind of build this deck in paper, not in paper, sorry, in digital, and then we'll see if it carries on throughout paper. Because I actually have the old Cold Snap card in my binder. I just haven't touched it. And it's Jund, so it's colors. I've never built a Jund deck before. Never played one before. So I just think it'd be very interesting. I know a lot of the Jund decks I see go off of Sacrifice. And even here, like I can already see, whenever another non-token creature you control dies, you create a 3/1 black and red Graveborn creature token with haste. I don't believe there is a Graveborn token, to my knowledge, at least probably on a MTGO. Yeah. But I really want to give this guy a try. So I would like to build this with you guys today. Oh well. Oops. Gotta go backsies. But hi, hello everybody in chat. Hello, UNMTG and Rallin W. Okay. We'll open a new deck in the corner. Let's see what we got here. Commander, I like to see the generated names. Pancake Toasted Combo. That's already off to a very lovely start. Also, I know he is busy right now, but shout out to Logan, Seraph6, for being a true friend, because I sat down to start the stream, and then it just wouldn't start, and I was panicking, because I've already started an hour late, and I was actually, like, getting a little bit like, this isn't going to be good for me, and he, tuned in really quickly and fixed it within 2 minutes. So I'm very appreciative of that. So without further ado, let's get started. I know I constantly wear this blanket during stream, but it's just because I'm very cold. So we already have a suggestion from chat. First of all, Ewan, you say, I am sweaty and tired since I just spent a few hours making a big batch of soup, but it's all worth it in the end. So let's go ahead and open another for Scryfall. We'll just do my go-to. We have a suggestion from Toucan's Rule and Midnight Reaper, which I actually think is a very good idea. For those of you who don't know, I'll pull it up right here. Okay. There's, whenever a non-token creature controller dies, it deals 1 damage to you and draw a card. So I get card draw in black, which is very nice. And we also get the added benefit of here, Sek'Kuar, non-token, we get the Graveborn, so that feels kind of good. One of my IRL friends loves French onion soup, so I made a double batch and giving him half. I weirdly don't like French onion soup, and I know that's kind of an unpopular opinion, but I do have to say I just cannot vibe with it. I would love to vibe with it. Whenever dies. It's probably not going to be like the smartest search I've ever done, but I'm very curious to see what happens when I type in whenever dies. I want to go ahead and try an enchantment. Let's see if we can get something good out of enchantments. Okay, let's see. So, first card is Annex. Is equal to devotion to red. So devotion makes me a little bit nervous in 3 colors. But it says, whenever it or another non-target creature control dies, create a 1/1 red satyr. This can't block. What do you think about that? That's actually not bad. So he's kind of static. Hello, 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 Epicrook. How you doing? Good to see you again on this lovely evening. Trying to figure out what to do with Sek'Kuar because I legit... Usually I kind of try to do a little research before, and I've done none. So I'm actually kind of nervous. Skull Clamp exists. Thank you for getting that out of the way. And by getting it out of the way, I mean, like, I know later down the road we're going to have people filter in. You're going to be like, what about Skull Clamp? And you are right, that's a good one to add. I don't know about that. How do you feel about this? Annex. Let's see. Because he gets us... when he or another non-token, so that's another non-token thing that dies. So we get, I'm good. Maybe find some token death triggers to get silly loops going. I would love token death triggers. I'll keep him a set aside. Black Market is whenever a creature dies, so that could be beneficial to us, maybe. Maybe, I don't know. I really wish I knew what I was doing with this. But that's half the fun is... I really, whenever I do an Always Be Brewing stream, my goal is to build something I've never built before. Just because I want to make it as organic as possible. Because I feel like if I just choose something that I am familiar with, it won't be as fun. Because you guys get to kind of teach me, so to speak. That kind of hurts. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice Earthlink unless you pay 2. Creature card is put into graveyard from play that creature's controller sacrifices. That hurts. My only paper EDH is Marin, so be prepared for a lot of Marin cards. We will take it by storm. Dictative Erebos is not that bad of a card. I really do like... I like Dictative Erebos. There's some more card draw with Fecundity. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, create a 1/1. What about Golgari Germination? Which gives me Moldervine Reclamation vibes, to be honest. Actually, let's do Moldervine Reclamation, I think, because it's a creature. Dictative Erebos and Skullclamp and Marin is so fun. Let's see. That is fair. But remember, we are going to be making a lot of tokens. So maybe doing some stuff with token generation and maybe with ways to get rid of our tokens, so some sack outlets. Oh, this is going to be tough. Let's see. I just had the dumb thought of mutating Brokos onto the tokens so become non-token creatures, but then I remember Brokos is wrong colors. I don't know why I never remember color identity exists. You're fine. That happens to the best of us. As Filthy Black... ex-graveyard player, I like putting in the 3 Grave Pact effects, Dictative Erebos, Grave Pact, and Butcher of Malakir. I'm gonna go ahead and, because I know, but I forgot what Butcher does. That's Buter. That's not how you do it, but if you're new to this stream, I can't type. Okay, Butcher of Malakir feels good, and it's a creature too, so Butcher of Malakir. There's 2 6-drop creatures from Avacyn restored, 1 green, 1 black. Can't remember their names, but they should be handy for the deck. That's so vague! I did see Grave Pact up here. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. Whenever a creature you control dies, each other player sacrifices a creature. That's 5. That's 4. Each other player, each opponent. We'll put it in here. We can always trim it. I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting that I can trim. I feel like everything is so final when I first start out streaming with you guys. I'm like, oh, okay, I can't take it out, but I realize I can. What do you think about Golgari Germination? I don't know. It's just this is stressful for me because I have no idea what I'm going to be building. I think one of them is Reaper of Souls. You draw a card when crap dies. Let me type Reaper. Maybe Reaper come up. Reaper of Night, Shieldred, Wilds. Feed the pet can kill your non-token creatures to make more tokens, kind of similar to the commander effect. Whole also triggering the effect. The 2 soul creatures, the other is Soul of Harvest. Okay. So let's see. Soul of Harvest. Harvester of Souls. Whenever another non-token, draw a card. You may draw a card. Just gonna add everything in here. We can cut as time goes on. I don't believe it's Reaper of Souls either. It is Harvester of Souls. I want to say Reaper. No, it's Harvester of Souls and then Soul of the Harvest. There it is. The dichotomy on that is very... Okay, cool. I'm glad you guys remembered that. Let's see. Got those guys done. Let's see. Looking at Golgari Germination, what do you guys think? I don't want to choose something and then have it be really bad. I want you guys to be like, that's a good card, or that's a bad card. Like, maybe... I got an idea. What if I just did... Because I only was doing enchantments. I should probably do... Let's type in sacrifice and see what comes up. That's a lot of stuff. Why did a blue card come through? That's not what I wanted. Let's see. Harvester's what I was thinking of. I'm glad y'all were on the same page. What's that enchantment with the goblin in the name that lets you sack creatures for pings? Oh, Goblin Bombardment. Goblin Bombardment. Right there. Sacrifice a creature. It deals 1 damage to target creature or player. The printing I'm most familiar with looks a lot like that. I do like Goblin Bombardment, so we'll add that in here. Maybe going with like... This is gonna really like show, but like... When it dies, deal 1 damage. I don't remember what that's called, unfortunately. Is that aristocrats? I'm really bad when it comes to stuff that's that's not in colors I'm familiar with. Maybe we'll see. Let me see. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, put a 1 counter on it. It deals damage to your target. Blood Artist effects. That is smart. The 2 altars are good, Phyrexian and Ashnods. Aristocrats, I believe, are the sack outlets. No, they aren't. Well, they deal damage. They aren't outlets, though. Bastion Remembers might be my favorite. Let's add Blood Artist, because Blood Artist is just... I've learned to really fear a Blood Artist out on the battlefield. So let's see, we'll go over here. The 2 altars are good, Phyrexian altar, Cauldron Familiar, and Witch's Oven. Let's see. Honestly, that might not be a bad thing to add in here. Cauldron Familiar. Sacrifice the food, return it. And then where's Witch's Oven? I'm a little bit foggy on the combo, to be quite honest. Sacrifice a creature, create a food. Why not? You know? Like, why not? Cauldron Familiar, Witch's Oven. Let's see. Cat is just solid, which is... Okay, let's see. Okay. Bastion of Remembrance. Bastion of Remembered? Bastion of Bastion of Remembrance. I spelled it wrong. Whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. Why not? It's a token generator. No, it's not. Is it? I just read that weird. No, it's not. It's not a token generator. I don't know why I said that. And then we'll do Altar of, and then no, not Altar of Dementia. Why did I do that? Phyrexian Altar, and then Ashnod's Altar. Okay. Are you planning on having any grave shenanigans? Because you could just use that M19. What? Card that makes bat tokens when creatures leave the bin. I know exactly what you're talking about. I haven't really thought that far ahead yet. The only problem I have with Judith is that she doesn't like tokens for some reason. Unfortunately, yeah, let's pull Judith up. Because I was thinking Judith too. But I think she still might be good, maybe? I don't know. What are you feeling? My thing is, are we going more like sacrifice, or are we going like... I guess I feel like sacrifice and aristocrats go hand in hand though, you know? Like, are we doing that? What do you want to do? Yeah, consecrated tomb. I don't know. Why can I not spell? Desecrated tomb. It's desecrated tomb. I don't believe we'll be doing that. I do want tokens because we're gonna be getting tokens anyway. But are we like here's the thing. Like with Sek'Kuar, we're gonna kill stuff. We're gonna kill our stuff. But the thing is, do we want to have the extra oomph out of the way with stuff like Blood Artist and whatnot? Because we're gonna get the tokens regardless. We're gonna kill stuff. But do we just want to just make a bunch of tokens, or do we want to like have some aristocrat pain on the way out? Because I don't know. We're not doing cycling. Desme. We have your upkeep play spirit, just 1 damage to each creature and each player. Spend a graveyard from play. I like that card. We already have a Midnight Reaper in there. Brewing gives access to parallel lives and doubling season. That is true. Which can double our tokens. And then doubling season. Cruxa for the nice 2 mana sack itself. That is also very true. We can actually run a Cruxa in here. And we can give the added bonus of doing stuff. My only concern is that we're going to be having a lot of tokens, so maybe we won't have a lot of graveyard stuff, but I'll add Cruxa in here, and like I said, we can always take things out as we go on. Because that's the whole beauty of deck building, is that things can change as time goes on. So let's go. Oh, Sir Conrad. Sir Conrad, oh my god. Because whenever another creature dies or a creature is put into a graveyard from anywhere, so our token will still die. So this hits tokens. Yeah, let's do Sir Conrad. I feel like that's a smart move, right? What do you guys think? Crux is a well-designed card as opposed to Uro, which is not an interesting card. People are playing Uro more than Cruxa, though. To my knowledge, I think that's how it is, actually. Whenever another creature you control dies, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. You gain 1 life. We could do a Vindictive Vampire in here. Vindictive Vampire. If you're pumping out tokens, what about Shared Animosity? That is true, isn't it? That is a good idea. That's not what I thought of. Well, good and well designed are not the same thing in my book. Also, Sir Conrad makes a lot of sense if you just want to win, I guess. Well, that's the whole point. Like, I want these decks to be like real decks that you would build and play. When a creature controlled attacks, it gets 1/0 until end of turn for each other can card that shares a creature type with it. We'll pop that in there. Still trying to figure out if we're going more like I don't know. This is weird because you can do a lot with this. Because we have a death trigger. Death triggers can be really cool in here. I don't know. This is gonna be interesting. I don't know how we're gonna do this, and it's gonna be kind of interesting to see how this goes. How are we gonna do this, y'all? How are we gonna do this? Twilugia, you reminded me of Izoni, the undergrowth creature that makes insects. Well, this is hard. Let's see. Mazrak Crawl, Death Priest is good. Whenever a player selects a creature, you put a counter on each creature you control. I have him as a commander. I don't know if Crawl would work because we're not going to have our opponent sack anything. If it's us, then maybe a player. Muffins on a hill, hello. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, I feel like we need to, because right now we're putting a lot of stuff in here and we don't really have a set, this is what we're doing. I'm trying to figure out what we should vote on first. I think that might be easier. So, because I'm trying to figure out if we're going to go sack or if we're just going to go like aristocrats or aristocrats and sack. This is weird. I don't know. What do you think? Aristocrats and Perilous Forays is just pure gas in the deck. Let's see. Sacrifice another creature, search your land for a basic thing. I do like that. I do like that. I do like that. Second response to block, get the value all the time. But, like, are we gonna have, like... I feel like we need to have something else other than we're gonna kill our own creatures. I feel like we need the extra benefit. So I guess maybe doing what we're doing right here. Let's see. This is... Crux is 20 bucks? Jeez. So, well, parallel lives, that makes sense. So maybe doing like the... They lose life. Yeah, I feel like whenever a creature dies... Okay. So maybe not saying... It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I think I know what we're gonna do now. I think we're gonna have to go super heavy on death here. So, whenever a creature dies, and we'll do, at most these colors, we'll do Jund, search, and while that's going, vicious shadows. Whenever a creature is put into a graveyard from play, you may have vicious shadows deal damage to target player equal to the number of cards in that player's hands. Huh. That's, I don't know, actually. I've never seen this card. So this is really interesting. Like, I either have a lot of cards or no cards, though. We'll toss it in, but I don't know. We don't really have a way of doing that, but, I mean, you never know. Tokens do hit the graveyard. I'm just worried about, like, the cards they have in hand. But at the same time, you never know. Tokens do hit the graveyard, but then they fizzle. Okay. Here we go. Whenever creature dies, you may put a 1 counter on it, I guess. Blue players will hate it. That's true, blue players will hate it. Whenever creature an opponent controls dies, Whenever it or non-token creature control dies. Maybe Annex? I'm gonna add him in. He makes us tokens, and I really don't hate that. See, Mikaeus, Geralf's Messenger, Murderous Red Cat. Okay, let me see. Why did I ask which Mikaeus? We're playing black. Of course, it's the black one. Whenever human damage you, other non-human control 1/1 have undying. Whenever a creature with undying dies. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. So all my things will hopefully be more like. Let's see. Let's see. We'll add him in here. I want to see how this goes. Okay, let's see. Ah! Geralf's messenger. We have so many things coming in. I'm so sorry. I'm going as fast as I can. Geralf's messenger. The masterpiece, I wish. An ETB's tapped whenever it ETBs. Target opponent loses. I'll set him aside. I don't know how I feel about that. Is this a goblin? It is. Persist. Interesting. I'm gonna keep those guys set aside for us. Let's see, Puppeteer Click. I do like Puppeteer Click, but I am biased. The Persist is interesting. Let's just yeah. Come on, dude. Okay. Come on. Let's see. Since you have red, you can add cards like Warstorm Surge, Perforos, and Outpost Siege. All of which I'm actually unfamiliar. So let me scroll up. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library, and whenever creature you control leaves the battlefield, it does 1 damage. That's 4 mana, but that's not bad, so we'll just toss it. I do know Poison Tip Archer, so we're going to actually add that in, because I do like that. Poison Tip Archer. Red Cap goes infinite with the Sack Outlet and Mikaeus. Okay, then we'll add in Red Cap in here. Where's Red Cap? Let's see. Warstorm Surge. I am familiar with that. But I don't know. I mean, I guess with like Warstorm Surge, if things have persist, we can keep bringing them back. Hello, 50/50. I feel like Warstorm Surge is kind of not, I don't know. Because our tokens are only going to be 2. She's gonna be good depending on the types of creatures you have dying most. She gives and Anthem, which for your big tokens, but she doesn't count token deaths. Yeah, that's my issue with it, unfortunately. Okay, hold on, we got a lot going on. Let's see. They need to bring back Masterpiece so Geralf's Masterpiece can have Masterpiece art. Perforos. Somebody said Perforos earlier. Let's see. I guess the old one. Well, haste. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, it deals 2 damage to each opponent. So are you talking about God of the Forge? Yeah, old perf. Okay, cool. Stop it. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Hello. Pandemonium is Warstorm, but what? Pandemonium. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, that creature's controller may have it deal damage equal to its power to target creature player of his choice. Let's see. Got a lot going on in here. Oh, hey, okay. I did not know that was you saying that. Oh my god. Hi. I was like, what? I also can't spell. Okay, let's see. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, put a charge counter on it at the beginning of your upkeep. If it has 5 or more charge counters on it, remove all of them and create that many elemental tokens with haste. Exile them. I don't know. I need to get over things dying. That's my fear. Marin, Disciple of Bolus. Okay, now we got that guy in there. I've actually never fiddled with Marin before. Whenever another creature you control dies, you get an experience counter at the beginning of your end step. Choose target creature card in your graveyard. If that card's CMC is less than or equal to the number of experience counters, you return to the battlefield. Otherwise, put it to your hand. That's not bad. It's a good way to get stuff back. Let's see. Izoni. We got a lot of stuff being recommended in chat, which is awesome because I have no idea what I'm doing. GTBs create a 1/1 for each creature card in your graveyard. We're gonna have a lot of tokens though, but we need to get ways to get them back. So let's add an Izoni here. I'm just I'm so uncomfortable doing these kinds of things. You have Bloodghast or Nether Trader. I do not, but let me see what they do. It has haste as long as your opponent has 10 or less life. Huh. Whenever land under the battlefield under your control, you may return it from your graveyard to the battlefield. I'm not really seeing the draw to a Bloodghast here. Maybe I'm just not a good Magic player. I do know Reassembling Skeleton. Let's see Nether Trader. Oh, I used to own this in paper. I sold it a long time ago. Whenever the creature is put into graveyard from battlefield, you may pay black. If you do, we return Nether Trader from graveyard to the... Am I seeing... I feel really bad, but I'm not seeing how this is good. I would like to return other things to the battlefield, but I don't know if I want to return a 1/1. Can y'all tell me if how? Oh, wait. Stop. I got it. Sacrificing it to Ashnod's altar and then bringing it back and then keep doing that? Wow, I'm stupid. This is why I have you guys here. Because I don't think this is why I'm not familiar. I'm not familiar. This is why I'm not good at building these kinds of decks, because I don't see that until you tell me. I've seen people do combos with this. So let's... I really do trust you guys. I'm just nervous. I used to be a black player, believe it or not. I'm no longer that. So we do have Phyrexian Altar and an Ashnod's too. Let's see. Let me go back up because there's a lot. Reclamation. Moldervine Reclamation. I do like that. Okay, let's see. Chase things down is the point of the deck. I know. It scares me. I'm sorry. I do know about Woodfall Primus though. Woodfall Primus. I liked the second famous person's idea of lightning coils. Nightmare Shepherd. I don't know what that is. Wait, no, I think I do. It's the new one, right? It's the new demon. It is the new demon. No, nothing to exile it. If you do, create a Hope except it's a 1/1 and a nightmare. We'll add it in. You guys are really giving me some good stuff here, and I'm just like ruining it by being nervous. Small creatures that die into tokens gets you great value with Sek'Kuar, such as Doom Traveler and Martyr of Dusk. Doom Traveler I thought was white. I can't run that. Let's see. Doom Traveler and Martyr. I can't do that because it's white. Let's see. Dies token. Thank you. LK, I'm sorry. Thinking is for players who win via math. What kind of deck are you trying to build? 50-50. We're trying to do like dying, dying, making tokens, getting a lot of tokens with some pairing with some aristocrats. So just like dying in aristocrats. So this is what we have so far. I'm gonna have the chat take a couple moments to read through this while I read through all the messages. Priest of the Forgotten Gods is nice for board control with your tokens. Black Vanilla would be funny. You should put in Bloodghast just because of the interaction with Perilous Forays. Bloodghast is in here. Kratos could be decent in this deck. Whoops, I was thinking about my Mardu deck. You're good, friend. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna type in Butcher Ghoul. I really wish I could have my second scream came, but I haven't had time to set it up yet. Well, the only thing I'm really like worried about is like with Butcher Ghoul, we don't have a lot of ways to give them 1/1 counters. Doomed center. That's not... Oh, okay. Whenever it dies, create a 2/2 black zombie. I just don't know how we're going to get all this stuff back. Let's see. Golgari as an almost second copy of Sek'Kuar. Okay, we'll do Golgari Germination in here. I'm really trusting you guys because this deck makes me so nervous. Like, I really wish it didn't. But if anything of a Magic player, I really hate it when things die. Like, death triggers make me very nervous. Let's see. Shieldred. You get things back with Shieldred. That is smart. At the beginning of upkeep, return target creature card from graveyard to the battlefield. That's a good thing to add. I'll add in Butcher Ghoul. Doomed Descent. Living Death if you like to live dangerously. I am very nervous. I don't like to live dangerously. Cauldron of Souls gives you reward persist. That's true. That is a very fair point. So you know the real meme with Sek'Kuar is Shadowborn Apostles. Sek'Kuar used to be my Apostles commander before Kolvod. Yeah, I know that. Actually, a couple people asked me about doing that, but that just is kind of easy because I just put them in there, and so I was trying to do something a little bit different. It's easy in the sense that if you tell me it's Shadowborn Apostle, I know I'm gonna have to like run like all Shadowborn Apostles. Let's add a Cauldron of Souls. Okay. And then somebody said Scoop Mob suggestion. I don't know about Scoop Mob. It doesn't fit with the theme. Let's see. Ogre Battle Diver. Can help you make tokens even scarier. What does that do? Another creature has battlefield under your control that gets 2/2 in haste. I suppose. Let's see. Living Death. Let me go back to Living Death. I believe I know what that is. It's like exile everything on your board and then get everything on your graveyard back on. Exile creature cards from his or her graveyard, then sacrifice all creatures controlled and puts all cards he or she exiled this player out of the battlefield. I don't know how I feel. I'll do it, but I don't know how I feel about it. What are we doing? I don't know. I don't know what's happening. So to kind of explain what we have going on, Skull Clamp, Witch's Oven, Ashnods, Lightning Coils, Phyrexian Altar, Cauldron of Souls, Cauldron Familiar, Blood Artist, Bloodghast. It's a shame Cathar's Crusade is not legal in this format. Yes it is. Cathar's Crusade is indeed legal. The Black Valley could do that but better. When was Cathar's Crusade banned? No it was not. Cathar's Crusade is not banned. Wake the Dead is kind of an instant speed reanimator spell that sacrifices the creatures for dying triggers. I was about to say, I played Cathar's Crusade the other night. During combat on opponent's turn, return X target creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. That's not bad, actually. I like that. This deck, I don't know what about it makes me nervous, but it makes me nervous. Like the Dead. Garrick Relentless and Garrick Curse Huntsman make good tokens. Let me look them up. Garrick. Garrick Curse Huntsman makes tokens. See, whenever he has 2 or fewer loyalty counters on him, transform him. Opponent I'm feeling about this. I'm getting very easily stressed just by looking at these cards. Put a loyalty counter on him. You could destroy a creature, draw a card. You get a good emblem. This one flips. He deals 3 damage to a creature. The creature deals damage. Huh. I'll add a bit. We'll see how we feel. Okay. Lurking predators could be fun. Let's see. Whenever a opponent casts a spell, reveal the top card of your library. That just, I don't know about that. It's 6 mana, and I feel like this is gonna be a more creature heavy deck than anything else with some sack outlets in it. Also, speaking of Garrick, if he met Vivian, do you think they would fight to prove which one is superior as a hunter or whatever, or do you think they would just gush over each other's pets? They'd probably just gush over each other's pets, in my honest opinion. I don't think that they would be hateful towards each other. I think they'd actually kind of have a nice respect for one another. Personally, I think that's what it would be. I just realized something. Whenever I do the stream, I forget about staples. I forget about like the staples that we see happen in here. I'm gonna go ahead and add it because I feel like we need these in here. We definitely need these in here. When in doubt, please don't forget staples when you're building, because I forget every time. And actually, Megan, she is Sheepwave on here, but her Twitter is Sheepy Cutie. She literally was like, please, for the love, last time I was building, she was like, don't forget, you're going to need your staples, or you're going to have to cut really cool stuff. And that's very fair of her to say, because I did forget the past, like, 3 times. So, I added in a Kodama's Reach and a Cultivate. We do need staples. Elk. How about an Eternal Witness? I think E-Witness is kind of good. Because we can just get something back. And we can recast it. I'm going to add Judith in here. I'm going to add her in here. I'm gonna add her in here. I think we need it. This is going to be tough. We had a lot of enchantments. Oh my god. No gods, no kings, no staples. Let's see. We got sack. Let's. Creature you control dies each opponent. Okay, for a second I was like, that's a Revenge of Ravens, but no, that's actually better. I like that better. Let's see. I want to try something. Sacrifice. Sacrifice. That's not how you spell that. Shoot, I did not type in the correct colors. Gutter Grime. Gutter Grime is good. You cannot build a deck. Well, I mean, you could technically, but it wouldn't have a theme unless you did like a vanilla. Never not trigger control dice, put a slime counter on it, and then create an ooze. Why not? Why not? We have so many enchantments in here. It's called Thrasios and Timna. People who hate on Timna. Timna's bomb. Let's see. Cool. Gutter Grime. Okay, what else are we gonna do here? Desecration Demon is cool, and you are allowed to set creatures to it, I think. The cool famous person has some good ideas. Gargrim is insane with doubling season. Let me see Desecration Demon. Beginning of each combat, any opponent may sacrifice a creature if a player does. No, it's an opponent. Unfortunately, that does not hit us. That's good though, but Reclamation Sage for enchantments and artifacts in the Playcrafter creatures, Playcrafter, Merciless Executioner, and the one from Alara. I don't know what the one from Alara is. What is Sprouting Thrynax? Whenever it dies, create 3. That is Jund. That is his pet. Fleshbag Marauder. We'll do Fleshbag Marauder, and I cannot spell to save my life. Reclamation Sage. We do need removal. I really appreciate you guys keeping me on track with that. Okay. Dang it! I hate to be the one, but a Krosan Grip and a Krosan Grip and a Beast Within. Okay, I'm done. Dictative Erebos. Do I not have that in here? I believe I do have a Dictative Erebos in here. Let's see. No one will expect a fog effect. Also, Damnation kills everyone's board, but instantly rebuilds yours with 3/1 tokens. Well, would the trigger stack? Because Sek'Kuar would die too. Artifact Mutation, is that a card? Not a card? It is a card. Destroy target artifact, it can't be regenerated. Create X11 saps where X is the CMC. Yeah, it is. It can also be combo with Mikaeus. What's Deathbringer? Whenever another creature dies, put a 1/1 counter on this. Remove it. Deals 1 damage to any target. There's so much happening. What's happening? Attrition. There's so many things happening. Attrition. Sacrifice a creature. Destroy it. Yeah. Oh, that feels good. Steelbane Hydra for artifact and enchantment hate. It's so good. It is good, but we're not doing X. This is Thrashing Brontodon. Well, this looks fun. I hope it is. I'm very nervous. It can also combo with Mikaeus. Deathbringer Thraktar. When the creature dies, may put a 1/1 counter on it. How does it combo with Mikaeus? I need a reminder. How does it combo with Mikaeus? What is it if it had no 1/1 counters on it? It kinda. I mean, I can remove the counters and then it'll come back and I can add the counters and I can remove the counters. I guess. Hello. Let's see. Deathbringer. Deathbringer Thraktar. Bloodsport Trinix could be cool. Did I just look that up? I feel like I've seen it before. Sek'Kuar Tribelder. Each other creature you control enters in with an additional X 1/1 counters or X is the number of 1/1 counters on this. Okay, I see what you're saying. As this enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice any number of creatures. This creature is with that many 1/1 counters. Okay, so I have them out. I sack either all my tokens or all my creatures. Get more tokens. That ECB. I see where you're going with this. We'll add it. That I can't type. We have Izoni in here already. To my yes, we do. Sek'Kuar Tribelder. It's a staple. I forget that it's a staple. I'm gonna go ahead and add an artifact mutation while I'm at it because I keep forgetting. Artifact mutation. I still need to start thinking up names for this deck. Okay, brain. Steve. What's Steve do? Sack him. He dies. We get a land and a token. I guess we could add him in here. He seems good in sack decks. Okay. Nope, not the scout. Okay, Michael Loth. Also, for coming with Mikaeus a lot, then we need to just go with Buried Alive and Reanimation spells to combo up. Seems repetitive, though. Command the Dread Horde. Let me see. I don't want to focus solely on Mikaeus, though. That's my concern, is that we have to find one particular, though. For each one encounter on Michael Loth. We'll add a Michael Loth in here. We'll see. Let's see. Command the Dread Horde. The black finale should work fine in a green deck and doesn't cost life. Let me see, because I have not seen a single person in the Dread Horde. Choose any number of target creatures and or planeswalkers in graveyards. It deals damage to B equal to the CMC of those cards. That makes me nervous. I don't know why. Tendershoot Dryad for insane token flood. Liliana Dreadhorde General draws you cards. Command the Dreadhorde is good. You say it's good, I'm gonna go with you. Can you please explain to me why it's good? Because it makes me nervous. We have Michael Loth in here, Alk. We do. Please don't judge me. I need to remember that life is a resource, and yet it makes me so nervous. Let's see. Command the Dreadhorde, Command the Dreadhorde. Tendershoot. That's the one that's like... I love that art so much. Okay. Getting of each cupkeep, make it a token. Get 2/2 as long as you have. Why not? It's a token gen. See, I think in this death, I think Command the Dreadhorde is bad. Okay, why is it bad? I'm just saying, I also want to know why it's good. It uses everyone's graves? Does it? Oh, it does. Okay, I see what you're saying. No life gain in case someone wraths afterwards. Yeah, I don't have any life gain in here. Somebody said Liliana Dreadhorde General. Let's see what she does. Make a zombie. I do get a card draw off this. Honestly, that's not too bad. Let's add her in here. I do like her. Command the Dreadhorde is good. You'll bring back a bunch of stuff, get ETBs, and sack some more ETBs. Do I have a lot of ETBs, though? Let's check this out real quick. Dang, we already have a healthy looking deck here. This is actually going by pretty fast. I have more die triggers than ETB triggers. Got a lot of die triggers. Let's see. Where are we card-wise? Because we also have to start thinking about land soon. Which might be now, actually. Swamp. Mountain. Forest. I'm gonna go ahead and put the things I know we need in here, like 100%. Evolving Wilds. That's not how you spell any of that. Evolving Wilds. Terramorphic. That's not smart of me. What happened? Okay, cool. The Command the Dreadhorde makes me nervous, but this whole deck makes me nervous, so I don't really have any like anything to say about that. I'm gonna go ahead and add the lands that I just know I need to have in here, like a Blood Crypt. What the heck is the Skulgari land. Why can't I think of this? Flipple, flipple, flipple. It's the shock land. It's the pain land. Why can't I remember this? Overgrown tomb. Thank you. And then the red-green one is Stomping Grounds. We have a Llanowar Wastes. Let's see what that is. Yeah, that's good. Blood Crypt. Is Stomping Ground not what I think it is? What's the... Yeah, that's what I wanted. I do have Blood Crypt. We also need a Stomping Ground. This is a Jund deck. Done, done, done. Done. What are some good lands that add red or green or black? Let's see. Jund lands. Let's see. Oh, we do have the Savage Lands is actually a good one to add in here. Are Sek'Kuar's tokens red, green, and black because Ayara is red? No, they are just red and black, unfortunately. Jund Panorama helps us tutor for a land. I do like that. I do like the temples too. So Temple of Malice. Temple. Malady. And then Temple of... What's red green? Temple of... Wow, I'm the worst. I'm the worst commander player ever. I don't remember. Temple of Abandon. Scries are important. I do have Judithin, yes indeed. Ayara. Who is Ayara? Oh, is that the mono black commander? Not the commander, but the elf lady. We have a lot of double costs in different directions. I'd recommend filter lands. Okay. She does give us card draw. That's not a bad idea. She is triple green though. We'll add her in just in case. We have Sir Conrad in here as well. Okay, so let's see. Is there a Triome yet for this? Do we have a Triome from this new set? If you feel life gain options, the Deathless Knight is just a type of card that makes me very happy. No Triumph. Okay, that makes me sad. The Battle Bond land is fun. I like the Battle Bond lands. Triumphs are for shards, not wedges. The filter lands. 2 Battle Bond lands. How do you guys feel about the bounce lands? I like the bounce lands, but I know some people don't. So let me look up filter lands, because I don't know anything about the filter lands because I never use them. Which I know is probably not the best thing for me to say, but I don't ever really touch them. Bounce lands are cool because of a decent amount, then Rock Urborg. Filter lands are great. Graven Cairns. What color is that? The tired hit me all of a sudden and I felt really exhausted. I really wish they just had these filtered not by set. That is a little annoying. Graven Cairns. I'm just gonna look it over here. Graven Cairns. Okay. Twilight. Let's see. I don't know. The tire did hit me. I do like the battle bond lands, but is that gonna come out? There's luxury suite, but they only came out with 2, Spire Garden and a luxury suite. Bicycle lands as well? What do you mean by bicycle lands? I've never heard of that. Or maybe you call it something different than I call it. Oh, these, the cycle lands. Do we really need cycling duels in here? The guild gates are not options. Also, is chat coming up on screen? I want to make sure that you can actually see the chat on screen. Oh, it is coming up on screen. Beautiful. See, I don't know about those. We're at 16. We are already done, kind of. This is kind of stressing, man. Actually, they're fetchable and work with check lands. My chat refreshed, so I didn't see it. Can you please repeat that? I am so sorry. Also, Smugster, thank you for the follow. I just saw that right now. My bad. Grim Backwoods might make sense. I want you guys to know that I struggle most with lands. It is. We can draw a card, and if we don't have any sack outlets. Port. Come on. It's a land. No. Dang it. That wasn't what I think was. That's not what I was thinking, but. What is the name? Not Rashadon, Port. High Market. Thank you. High Market. Why did I think of Port? Thank you. It is not Rashadon, Port. Oopsies. High Market and then the Grim Backwoods. How many lands should we run in here? Like, I feel like that's important for us to figure out. How many lands? Cross and Verge also works. I forgot what Cross and Verge does. Please do not judge me for forgetting. Sacrifice, search for... I guess... Oh, it is the wrong colors. I didn't even think of that. Decaying Soil might give you recycling options. Decaying Soil. I like the weird lands that I've never seen before, so let's see. Okay, let's see. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile a card from your graveyard. As long as 7 or more cards are in my graveyard, it has whenever a non-token creature is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, it may pay 1 due. Pay 1 due. Pay 1. If I do, return that card to my hand. That makes me nervous. Journey to Eternity, if you don't already have it as an awesome land for this kind of deck, let me see. Enchant creature control. When it dies, return it to the battlefield under your control, then return Journey to the battlefield transformed under your control. That's not bad. Because I can attach it to Sek'Kuar as a way to get around it. I like it. Journey to Eternity. Also, I'm going to add some stuff in here. Soul Ring. I have to. I want to add the more signets, but I just feel like that's a no-go. And we are still super short on lands, no less. Yadaro is not correct for this deck, but it is a funny card. Okay, so let's go ahead and take... We have a... That's not horrible. It's a little lumpy, but I'm okay. Felwar Stone. Maybe Felwar Stone. So let's see. I really wish this split the color pie like it normally would. And we still have to make edits to this, I think. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, hold on. I gotta count because I'm weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58. That's a lot. Bitter Ordeal could give you mill option. Okay, let's go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Very little red. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Thank you for the cheer, Twilight Lugia. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to need more black than anything else. Let's see. I'm going through here. Okay, this feels like a good... I think we need all the red lands. I think we have all the red lands we really need. Renewing like 9, 4, 6, 7, 35 lands, and then we can add something like a Prismatic Vista. And maybe a I literally played it in standard. It's the one that makes zombies. What is the land that makes What is the one that makes zombies? What is the one that makes zombies? Field of the Dead. What is Fabled Passage? Please don't make fun of me. I forget all the time. I know it's a land. Search your land for basic land. Put in the battlefield list for library. If you control ruins, tap that land. Okay, yeah, let's switch the Prismatic Vista with the Fabled Passage, I say. Oh yeah, duh, Command Tower. I'm nervous now because we have more lands than I want. I want 37, we're at 38. We're at 111 cards. So we are over again. Yawgmoth can sack creatures. Let's finish lands. We need to cut one land. Maybe cutting... I really don't like the filter lands. They make me very uncomfortable. I don't know why. But I get why. It's good, so we'll keep it. How expensive is Fabled Passage? I don't even want to know our deck price right now. Whoo-wee! Okay, it's at $10 though. The Blood Crypt is more than that. Maybe cutting like Land of War Wastes, because it's the only one like it that we're running. So cutting the Land of War Wastes. Okay, Land of War Wastes. Okay. We officially have 10 cards to cut, which is making me very nervous. Because I don't know how I feel about this deck just yet. We got a lot of stuff going on here. Let's see. We're very creature heavy, which I don't fault us on. I think that's good. I don't know how I feel about these two right here. I think maybe just keeping Lily. So you say this deck has a lot of payoffs. Not sure about the things that consistently and reliably trigger the payoffs. Maybe cut the medium payoffs. I have no idea what that is in here. We need to figure that out together. I don't know. Maybe stuff like Doom Dissenter. You know? What do we do here? So I'm going by y'all. Maybe Ogre Battle Driver too. Shared Animosity can go in my opinion. Okay, we'll get rid of Shared Animosity. Okay. Doom Dissenter is a very boring card. Okay, we'll toss it. Doom Dissenter, Doom Dissenter, Doom Dissenter. I feel like, I don't know. Here's my concern. I have a concern with this deck. Also, Funks, thank you for the follow. I just saw it. Nightmare Shepherd exiles things and goes against a lot of the deck. Okay, we'll get rid of the Nightmare Shepherd. I feel like this still needs a lot of editing. Even after we cut, I feel like we're going to need doing some stuff here. So I have a concern. My concern is this right here. So let's go through this. They have a lot of ETBs. The Undying stuff makes me nervous. Same thing with the Persist stuff. Like, I get the Devour, that's one thing. But the Persist, like, we don't have a lot to do with Persist. We only have, like, Mikaeus once, you know? So I'm looking at this, and I'm like, I don't know how I feel. You know? Persist outside of combo is very medium, and we only have so many pieces of the combo in here. Like, with Persist, we have Work to Death deck name ideas. Like, with Persist, we have Murderous Redcap, as well as Mikaeus, I know, hits up with it. As well as one more card. We have, like, Puppeteer Click, and I like it, but I don't know if it feels very right in here, you know? Same thing when we look at Persist with the other card in here, who I'm not remembering the name of, but it's, like, the big Persist card. You know what I'm talking about? It functions off of Mikaeus, and that's just, like, I feel like if it functions off Mikaeus, we need to have specific tutors, and I don't want us to focus on, like, one thing, because I feel like if we do, it's just going to go downhill. Which, by the way, reminds me, I need to, I'm going to write myself a little note on an Infinite token, because I'm just going to write Persist Mikaeus, because I'm going to need to know this for the article later. So this is a reminder, Chase. That looks like it says milk, but it doesn't. I'd keep Mikaeus, though. That thing is very strong. So I guess cutting the Persist things. What is the other Persist card? I'm forgetting it. It is like Woodfall, Primus. Yeah, and that CMC is just really big. Infinite tokens are amazing. They've been super helpful during my streams, I'm not gonna lie, because I'll just forget tokens or I'll lose them. And I actually use them a lot. And honestly, the closest thing I have to me that's like paper. So God bless them, because they are very helpful. We'll cut Puppeteer Click. We'll cut the Red Cap. We'll cut Primus. Wherever he may be, which I do not know. There he be. Tokens are glorious. They are indeed. Persist is a solid mechanic without combo. It just doesn't... I don't know. It just feels... I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. This is what stresses me out about these kinds of decks, is that you can do a lot of stuff with graveyards, and I'm not really sure, and I don't know how I feel about this just yet. Like, just need to sit and stare at it. Okay. Okay, here's what we'll do. Press 1 to cut persist. Press 2 to keep persist. So 1 to cut, 2 to keep, 1 to cut, 2 to keep. 1 to cut persist, 2 to keep persist. One to cut, 2 to keep. Please, please, please. Only real answers only. I will only be really reading real answers only. So, like, don't do, like, the number 3 or 4 or 5. So, 1 to cut, 2 to keep, 1 to cut, 2 to keep. And I'll just chill out and vibe. And I know that there are people here who know. So you have 2 cuts. He is pretty powerful in here. Okay, I've given you some time to vote, and we voted. So we'll cut persist, but we'll keep Micaeus because he does seem pretty decent. Croxa just doesn't seem to fit, because I don't want to exile the cards in my graveyards. That's what we're trying to get away from. So I think maybe cutting Croxa out of here just seems like it doesn't fit. Plus that shaves 20 bucks off our cost, which is kind of nice. You know? Croxa's sweet though, but I want the deck to be as synergistic as possible, you know? Doubling season is $50, and that actually hurts. Oh god. Croxa is expensive, and I'm not trying to focus too much on price, but I also want to focus a lot on functionality. And we get 1 sack trigger off of him. But if tokens hit graveyard, it would make more sense. But I don't want to exile any of these good things right here if we have the opportunity to possibly get them back. So I'm trying to figure that out. So how are you feeling about this? Long time no see. Hello, hello, friend. Trying to think if I should keep Croxa. I'm gonna say no to Croxa. Just doesn't feel right. We have 4 more cards left to cut. Well, now with Croxa we have 3. And I still feel like we can add to this deck. This stream usually takes like... Okay, Persist has been cut and Crux has been cut. I've kept Micaeus just because he buffs our stuff and it has Undying, so our good things can come back. I do have to say it like that. What about Butcher Ghoul? I don't know how I feel about Butcher Ghoul. It's just kind of a... It's not really vanilla, but it feels vanilla. Whenever this creature dies, if it had no encounters on it, return to the battlefield and control with the 1 encounter on it. Bloodspore Thrinax. Let's see. Should we cut the Devour, though? But I feel like Devour could be cool. Maybe keeping Mycoloth? Because Mycoloth is a Devour. I think Mycoloth would be good, and we should cut the Thrinax because we get tokens with Mycoloth. It's a bear, but it only once it dies. So maybe cutting the Thrinax and keeping Mycoloth? What do you think? I'm really just trying to get like a good vibe for this, and I don't know. I'm just so unfamiliar with graveyard shenanigans that I feel very nervous cutting stuff. Like, I don't know. I still have a ton of creatures. Like, a lot. So, keep both Devours, then. Thornex does seem kind of meh, and I was gonna say Iara, but I can tap and sacrifice a token and draw a card, and that actually is pretty good. Our deck is heavy and black, to be quite honest, so that just feels right. You know, at the worst, we don't. I like her. So maybe just cutting the Thornex, I think, might be a good idea. Yeah, the Thornex just feels kind of meh. If I can find it. Ayara is literally and figuratively a queen. She is really great, and I think she's actually going to be really good in this deck. I think she actually might be kind of an underrated sleeper in here. Michael does rebuild what we sacrifice, which is smart. We get a big boy out of it. Should we get rid of Butcher Ghoul? I feel like we should. You know? This guy's 30 cents. That's crazy to me. Let's see. We had a destruction spell, which is good. That's essentially a board wipe. Goblin Bombardment, which is good. Butcher Ghoul should have not gotten in. Okay, well, we'll sacrifice the... Not sacrifice him. I'm already in the mindset here. Okay. We have one more card to cut. Yeah, I don't know if it'd be good in this deck. It just feels kind of weird. But then again, we have a lot of time. Usually the stream takes about 3 hours. We're only an hour and a half in, and we have a complete deck essentially. So we can really fine tune this. I think we have the time and the matter to do it. Vicious Shadows. I don't think so. I really don't think Vicious Shadows is gonna be what we need in here. We cannot really rely on... I don't know if we can really rely on Vicious Shadows to do a lot. It's too big, but at the same time it's a creature, so it is any... I don't know. I look at it and I like it, and I look at it and I don't. The CMC is very high. I've never heard of this card before, but at the same time, dealing damage to when any creature dies is pretty good, but for 7 mana, that's a very late game play. Do I have enough burden potential? I mean, I kind of do with like our static boys. Seems funny, but it's so big and kind of wants big hands. There's a deck for it. I think Vicious Shadows is more for like Nekuzar than Sek'Kuar. But I do like where this was. That is a cool thing I like. So the good news is we're at 100 cards. I do not feel like this deck is done though. I really want us to spend some time really editing it. Maybe cutting out some more cards and seeing if we can supplement something in here. I think that's where we're going to need to go. So I think the best thing to do is kind of step by step go through each chunk of section and see if there's anything that we feel like we can cut and then supplement. Because I feel like that's going to be a very important part of this, is to fine tune and really get some value off of our death triggers. We have Cauldron Familiar, which goes infinite to a degree. No, it goes infinite, doesn't it? With the witches something. Witches of it. Have you considered blocking Ballista? It can be put into the graveyard quickly and would be bonkers with Chaos. Not infinite, but it never ends? Isn't that the same thing? Oh, we would have to find a way to untap it, wouldn't we? Yeah. Cauldron requires tapping. Okay. So should we not have those two in here then? It just feels kind of... I don't know if we should have that in here. the more I look at it. I love the cat cheese. I just don't know. You cannot equip a Thornbite Staff to a Witch's Oven, unfortunately. So, wow, the tide is hitting me. What do you think? Food can be life gain, but do we really need... I feel like we could cut the Cauldron Familiar and just run the Oven. The Oven feels like it's just going to be good by itself in this deck, because we can tap, sack a token, or sack a creature, get a token, you know? I feel like we don't need the cat. But then again, that's me being very picky. What do you think? I'll get rid of Cauldron of Souls because we don't really need Persist anymore. Okay. So I'll cut the Cauldron of the Souls because we don't really do Persist. And then I'll cut the cat. Spare the cat from its self-cannibalism. Very fair. Cauldron. And then we'll cut... Cauldron Familiar. It just feels kind of eh. It feels better in a 20 life format. Okay, so now we have some more wiggle room here. So I feel comfortable with these right here. What about lightning coils? Let's really take a look at lightning coils. Non-creature token, put a charge counter on it. Beginning of your upkeep, it gives 5 or more. You get that many. So at least you're gonna get 5. They're 3 1s though. And they exile. I don't know about lightning coils. I truly don't know about lightning coils. You know? This feels very weird in here. But then again, I don't know. That's just my weird way of being, of existing, truthfully. Is there a Catacomb Sifter in this deck? What does that do? ETBs, put a 1/1. When an ETB is create a 1/1 Eldrazi Psyod, it has to have set. Whenever another creature control dies. Let's see. Sacrifice creature. Black, blue, green. Let's see. Enters battlefield. There's that persist again. Sacrifice creature, puts the number of cards. We don't really get a mill here. I don't know about that. That's not gonna be too great in here. What's that Theros thing? Woe Rider? It could be good. Sacrifice another creature, scry 1. That's not bad. Let's see. Goat Guy is fun. I know that there's another sacrifice creature. I've seen people play it in Phage. It's like Woe Rider, but it's not. Do you know what I'm talking about? I really don't remember. Viscera Seer. Sacrifice a creature, scry 1. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I like Viscera Seer. Let's see. We're back at 100, but let's keep looking. Let's keep looking. So, we are now at... I think we should cut lightning coils, actually, before I forget. And I will forget. Which makes me feel bad because I feel like it could have been... Whisper Blood Liturgist. Now, I do own that in paper. I have yet to chuck them in something. Really wish I could type. That's not bad because we can tap sack 2 tokens to return something. Whisper feels pretty good in here. Okay, we're back at 100. Let's keep looking. 4 mana Kalitas screws opposing graveyard stuff while making tokens. Kalitas, Kalitas, Kalitas. If a non-token creature an opponent controls would die, instead exile that card and create a 2/2 black zombie token. So their thing dies. I get the token. Woo! 23. What is Balthor? Remove him from the game. Each player returns all black and red creature cards from graveyard to play. I see where you're going with this. We don't have a lot of red creatures, so I want to avoid this. Kalitas does seem pretty decent, so let's see. That's for opponents, though. That's more like being mean to our opponents. Do we need Kalitas? Where are we right now? 392 is not bad. A lot of creatures. We do have a lot of black creatures, though. Also, he buffs minions. I'm gonna probably say no to Balthor the Defiled here. It just doesn't feel like enough, you know? I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too whatever about it. I really don't know. Like, that's the thing with this. I really struggle with this. Why is that starred? I don't know. Blood Artist. You can't block. Whenever a land enters the battlefield you control, you may return it from the graveyard. So, sack, land. It's not bad. Mitotic Slime. When it dies, create 2 zoos. They have this creature dies, create 2 1/1 uses. Deathless Knight. Let's see. When you gain life, that's only I'm gonna probably say no to the Deathless Knight because we only have one card that gets us life, only one, and I don't want to put in another card that functions off of lifelink. If we had more lifelink, I would do it, but okay, let's look at what we got for creatures. Scry, aristocrat, just comes back, which is good. Just come back, which is good. Reassembling skeleton, we can continuously sack that and get stuff going. So I honestly don't mind it. Sek'Kuar just gets us land, another good death effect. Annex, when the devotion to red makes me nervous. But whenever another non-token creature control dies... Should we keep Annex in? I feel like yes, but I feel like no. I like Ayara. E-Witness good. ETBs. Each player sacks a creature. Not a fan of Annex personally. Okay. I'll set him aside over here. And I'll cut this out. And I'll cut that out. We already have Woe Rider in here. We don't need that anymore. Annex Devotion is just for his power. You can ignore that line of text effectively. We don't do the devotion part. Like, that doesn't matter and that doesn't matter. But the static makes tokens. That's like what I'm looking at, you know? He makes tokens. Judith. Sometimes it can make 2 tokens. I'm not sure about Annex, though. I know what you're saying. I think Judith could be good with stuff we can get back a lot from the graveyard, so maybe not. Just getting painful stuff. Play Crafter, same thing. Rex Sage, Woe Rider. Marin, at the beginning of your end step, choose target creature card in your graveyard. Another creature control die. So even if our tokens die, I do like that. Judith hits walkers and creatures. Let's see. Any target. Any target. Any target. I think we should get rid of the battle driver. What do you think? What do you think about Ogre Battle Driver? While I look up the mongrel thing. Whoopsies. Mongrel pack. It just feels kind of, I don't know. I don't know about that one. 4 mana for a 4/1. Yeah, we get 4/1/1 tokens, but like for instance, this is whenever it died. I don't know. So what should we do about the ogre? I don't really think, I don't know, I'm sorry. I'm like looking at it and I'm like, you don't really see mongrel pack in like Marin decks or I don't know. Sometimes a 4 mana 4/1. I just don't know how I feel about it. I want us to really get the most out of this that we can. Play during combat. Oh yeah. Well, no. Oh yeah. No. Never mind then. That actually that seals the deal. Maybe, I don't know. Ogre. 1 to cut, 2 to keep, 1 to cut, 2 to keep for the ogre. I feel like we don't have a lot of that going on here. You know? We'll get rid of the ogre. Okay. Rexage, Woe Rider, Marin, Poison Tip, yes. Perforos, when another creature ETBs under your control, he deals 2 damage to each opponent. I just think that's really good because we'll get some tokens. I know it's high in cost, but it's another one of those things that I like. What about Whisper? We just added him, I know, but Perforos won't die though. I mean, we don't want Perforos to die though. We want him to keep. We want to keep sacking and killing things and getting creatures out and having those creatures ETB. Sir Conrad's good. Tender shoots a token gen. If the god doesn't die, we don't get tokens from Sek'Kuar, though. We don't want the god to die. We don't want him to die. We don't want it. We don't have him in here to die. We have him in here as whenever a token ETBs, he deals 2 damage to each opponent. Yeah, we don't want to kill Perforos. We want to keep Perforos. Perforos is good to keep. Perforos is kind of what we need. I like Vignetive Vamp. Sir Conrad's great. I want most gods to die. They're really annoying. Okay, but this is a deck that we are building to play. We don't want to kill our own god. That's kind of not what we're going for here. Michaeloth, like it. Tender Shoot. We give each upkeep. We create tokens, and we can kill them. It's not bad. Deathbringer. Whispers, Recursion, and a Sack Outlet. That's 2 things you probably want a lot. Fair, agreed. Seize the Soul is interesting removal for this kind of deck. What about Deathbringer, Thoktar? We can make a really big boy, but I don't know. While you're thinking about that, let's see. Seize the Soul. Destroy a non-white, non-black creature. Put a 1/1 white spirit token into play. Whenever... When the creature sees a soul... What? Haunt. When the spell card is put into a graveyard after resolving it, exile it haunting target creature. What? What? I mean, yeah, it'll go infinite with Mikaeus, but we're not really trying to do Mikaeus shenanigans. Because again, that's only like 1 card we would have to tutor for it, you know? That just feels kind of like we're changing the whole theme of the deck. It's like, at that point, I feel like we should just build a Mikaeus deck, you know? I do not like Haunt as a mechanic. I didn't even know it was a mechanic until just now, and that gave me a headache reading. Okay, maybe not Haunt. Maybe not Walking Ballista. Let's see. Somebody on Twitter sent me... What about this guy? Somebody on Twitter told me Grumgully. Actually, he said a very specific thing. He said 2 cards. So let me see, because he said 2 very specific cards, and I keep forgetting. He said Grumgully and something else. Hold on. I have the tweet floating around somewhere. Where is this tweet that I saw? Grumgully and Renata is what he said. Grumgully is an infinite combo piece. Let's add Grumgully in here. How is Grumgully an infinite combo piece? I actually do not know. And then he said Renata. Let's see, who said this on Twitter so I can give them a shout out, because I appreciate them interacting with me. At Teal Velvet, also known as Eduardo Z, said Grumgully and Renata. Bro, I gotcha. So let's see. Each other creature you control ETBs with an additional 1 counter on it. With Persist. I mean, yeah. With Persist. It's still good to buff our tokens, though. The Great Henge seems like the better Renata. Let's see. And you might be right on that. No, because it is non-token. And are we on our tokens to ETB? Where's our curve? What's our curve looking like? It's a little better. It's a little lumpy. It's a little lumpy. Great Henge doesn't give our tokens one, so. Good cards by themselves are very easy to break. Do you think it would be worth it to add Renata in here too? Or just keep Grumgully? Because Grumgully will give basically all our creatures the buff, essentially. And we haven't even finished going through. Hi Trap, how you doing? Great Henge does draw cards though. That is true, it does draw cards. No, it only draws cards for non-tokens. And I think we're gonna have more tokens coming in than not. This is a lot. You're in at work. That is gross and I am sorry. Tend to shoot death. What about Thoktar? We didn't really finish going through the creatures. We can add more creatures after we finish going through them. Vandal Blast is good to add in here. Vandal Blast is a good card. Okay, we're at 101. So let's cut the rest of these creatures. So Shield Raid. At the beginning of your upkeep, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Let's finish cutting before we add anything. So Shield Raid, Whispering one. They sacrifice creatures. We get a creature from the graveyard to the battlefield. That's a good way of recurring things. I kind of like it. Butcher's great. I don't know how I feel about the Soul. I don't know about that. Shield Raid is good. Soul of the Harvest, I don't know how I feel. Same thing for Harvester of Souls. You know? I do not know how I feel about that. Wanted to come in and say hi before I have to do stuff. Keep show. It says non-token. Soul is a worse Great Henge. Okay, so let's get rid of souls. Let's get rid of Harvester and Soul of the Harvest. Let's see. We'll also say non-token, right? And you want it to be a token deck. Yeah, well, here's the deal. We have like a lot of stuff that's like non-token stuff here too. But like Blood Artist is creature. I just want this to be very finely tuned. Like, for instance, I have a, let's see. So like this seems like a good card. Because I remember I put that in my Abzan deck in Brawl into Throy, which is sacrifice 2 other creatures. Any number of target players each just loses 2 life and they sack a creature. We can add mana. I kind of want to add that in here. What is the human density? Because Grim really cares about the lack of humans. We don't have that many humans. Let's go through our humans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. All right, friend, I'm gonna go have a good stream. Feel free to message. Bye. Have a good shift. Priest is great. It says all opponents. Basically, you could choose to not target someone for politics reasons. That's true. I do like Priest. We have 7 humans. 8 if we add Priest, which I think I'm going to add Priest because I really like Priest. So, this is hard. This is difficult, I would say. See, you can target yourself with priest to sack an extra creature. That is true. Let's look at flip. I'm just trying to think. Should we keep the souls, the harvester of the souls and the soul of harvest, because we have one. Maybe keeping them and getting rid of the Deathbringer. Maybe getting rid of the Deathbringer? I don't know. Or maybe not doing Grumgully. Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, no, 8. 9, 10. Who needs a soul or Deathbringer or Grumgully or Judith? Cut those cards. I feel like Judith is good though. I feel like Judith is good. Maybe cutting one of these in the Grumgully. Maybe no Grumgully. Ever another die, we draw a card. So this one is when it ETBs. The other one is when it dies. This is going to be hard. Maybe we'll get rid of the ETB and have the death trigger. That flows better. So get rid of the ETB. Judith does say non-token, but I don't know. I feel like still having it is good. So let's get rid of the Soul of Harvest. Wherever that is. Oh, my back hurts. Where is it? Am I just not seeing it? I don't think you need either Soul of Harvest or Harvester of Souls. Okay, well then we'll cut both. If I can find them. Soul of Harvest. Harvester of Souls. We're back at 100, but let's keep looking. Crater Hoof would be a good replacement for Judith. That just doesn't feel like it goes with the theme. That's like putting good stuff in for good sake, you know? Carddraw would be good replacement for Judith. Ragna 888. I just don't think Crater Hoof is going to be in here. It just feels kind of, you know? Tokens are a theme with the behemoth. Kinda. I just don't see. If I get it in an opening, I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. Because I feel like, I don't know. It just feels kind of meh. I don't know. That's just my weird opinion on it, though. I'm not really sure how I feel about it. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Darga's reincarnated would be sweet if you go Hoof, you'll need things like natural order and stuff. Yeah, I just don't know if I really want to do that. Corvold. I was just about to say, I was thinking of Corvold, but I have not run him before. When he ETBs or attacks, sack another permanent. You sacrifice another permanent, put a woman counter on him and draw a card. He gets big. He goes with the sack stuff. We can kill things. I don't hate it. I actually pretty like it. Yeah, let's do Corvold. Let's add a Corvold in here. Just feels right, because Corvold goes hand in hand with sack. Dargaz. That's a dragon, right? Dargaz reincarnated. If he would die, put an exile with 3 egg counters. Maybe your upkeep if he is exiled with an egg counter on it, remove an egg counter from it. That just doesn't feel like it goes with the theme very well. Yeah, I agree with Corvold. That does make sense. Corvold does go hand in hand with Jund. I'm not familiar with Jund. I'm not a Jund player by any means, but I think it would be fun to try to be. Hold on, what does that art look like? I really wish I could zoom. I look like a crazy person. Vivictus, Asmodi, the Dirk, and sack stuff. Let's see Vivictus. Vivictus. Dang it. Vivictus. Let's see. When he attacks, for each player choose target permanent that player controls. Those players sack those permanents. Each player who sacrifices a permanent reveals. That doesn't really go with our theme. I still got my crush deck I had back when we were at Asheville. Yay! Vivictus doesn't seem to go with this because we want to sack our things. We don't want our opponents to sack their things because we're not going to get any gain off of that. We want our stuff to hurt, unfortunately, here. Doesn't feel too, you know. Get rid of Seize the Soul. Vivictus can swing in your opponent's favor. Ben Eldrazi by an opponent. Yeah, let's not do that. I don't want to risk them getting stuff from me. Let me see. What else we got going on here? Get rid of Crazy Hoof, yeah. Okay. Let's see how many cards we have. 101. So I think we feel good now about the creature. Well, I still have a question about the Sek'Kuar. I know I feel bad for asking y'all about it so much, but I haven't gotten an answer. Should we keep it? Should we keep the Sek'Kuar? Because we still need to hit planeswalkers and enchantments, instants, and sorceries. Bring death to the Deathbringer Sek'Kuar. It just feels okay. He gets a low encounter, but like if we remove it, it deals damage. But for 6 mana, I'm not really feeling that. How are y'all feeling about the cutting the Deathbringer? I'm feeling good about it. What about Grumgully? Because we have like 8 humans. But we have 33 creatures, and our you know what, we're keeping Grumgully. Who doesn't want a machine gun? Crap. We are divided. We are divided. Sek'Kuar is jankish. I feel like we could have better. I'll cut it. I'm gonna cut it. I can find it. Oh, I just saw it too. Where'd it go? There it is. Widow Bosch work well in this deck. Let's see where our curve is, and I can tell you that. 5, 25, 36, There's 738 cards out of 100. Well, 38 cards out of 62. It's about an even split, I'd say no. Tokens are even. They won't get doubled. They don't, because 0 is like whatever cost. Yeah, we need to. I really want us to go through creatures, planeswalkers. We already did artifacts. I feel good about the artifacts. And then enchantments, instances, sorceries. First, we have Garruk Relentless. He has 2 or fewer counters on him. Transform him. He deals 3 damage to target creature. Then that creature deals damage equal to its power to him. I consider War Tybalt just to stop life gain. That just is so specific, though. That's like... I really want us to avoid going heavy on specific, because this deck needs to perform well in a variety of environments. This Garruk does make tokens, and we can destroy creatures with him. And the 3/3 and trample isn't bad. I kind of like the Cursed Huntsman. I really like the Liliana, because with the Liliana, we get card draw. We get tokens. Our opponents can sack stuff. Yeah. So let's get rid of the Relentless. Maybe keep Cursed Huntsman, I think. I kind of like Cursed Huntsman. I'm not sure how I feel about that, though. I could always change my mind. But we have some time to go through it, as always. Now go to the enchantments. Enchantments is going to be something else. Let's see. Ooh. So we have Goblin Bombardment, Attrition, Bastion of Remembrance, Golgari, Germination, Journey to Eternity, Outpost Siege, Parallel Lives, Dictate, Deadly Season, Gutter Grind, Moldervine, and Perilous Forays. I think Cursed Huntsman is great in a Garruk Tribal specifically. Huh? What? On each Garruk I control, yeah, but we still get it onto him. I like Forays. I like Forays because we can sacrifice a creature and get a basic land. And put it into, with a basic land type. Let's read that carefully. Can I, because if I can get like stuff like Stomping Grounds, then I'll get it. Is Ramp. Ramp is good though, and it's a sack outlet. Sacrifice a creature, search lobby for a land with a basic land type, then shuffle, put on your battlefield, shuffle your library. I don't hate it. I like it actually. I weirdly like it. Creature you control, non-token. That's what I'm thinking. I think it gets duels because it says with a basic land type, you know? And our duels over here are, that's a basic land type. I think it gets our duels, and I kind of want to keep that. Because that way if I'm having a hard time, I can just, you know, I like it. Let's see. Let's see. We have attrition in here already. Forays is fine here. Better in Windgrace or Kobold, but still good. I think you just accept the fact that your creature-themed deck is very enchantment heavy. I mean, I have accepted that. We need to cut some, and I don't know how I feel about cutting that. It just feels like it'd be very good, but we can keep going as we need to, and we can cut if we have to. I just think it's very good. Pay to life, discard a hard, sack a creature. Blood-soaked altar. No, I'm just getting too deep. I'm getting too deep now. I'm going too deep here. No, it's so sacrifice line. I love this art. Cut parallel lives or doubling season to keep variance and interesting gameplay or higher. I think maybe only having one actually might not be too terribly bad here. But then again... Oh. Oh, I like that. That's a good one. Yeah. I do like that. I do like that. Well, shoot. Now I gotta cut a lands. Because that's really good. Westfell Abbey does not matter what you sacrifice. It creates white tokens, but that's fine. That's pretty good. I have to get rid of a land now. Are we cutting a forest to 6 since we cut Woodfall Primus? Okay, that feels better. Okay, so let's see. Got a lot of enchantments, but these are a lot of sack outlets. So let's go through these sack outlets and see what we feel like. We'll start at the top. That's just too good. It's a free cost. We can deal a damage to somebody. I think that's a good card. Attrition, we have to pay a black, but we can destroy a creature. I think I like attrition. Bastion. I think we should keep Bastion. Because it does what our aristocrats do on a stick. So I think we also keep those. Germination, it's a non-token, but somebody said it's essentially does what Sek'Kuar does. So I like it. Journey to Eternity. Maybe cut the journey, but it's recursion. It's recursion. When enchanted creature dies, return to battlefield its controls and flip it. Tap 5, return target creature for the graveyard to battlefield. I think that's pretty good. Hi, Lonely Text. We are indeed Brewing Commander. Okay, so we'll keep that. Parallel Lives or Doubling Season. Let's get rid of Doubling Season because we don't have that many 1/1 counters. Yeah, it's the extra added thing. We don't really need it. Let's get rid of Doubling Season. We're not really getting the added benefit of the counters here. Outpost Siege, I think, might have to get cut. Ah, but it's when it leaves the battlefield. What do you think? Outpost Siege, yay or nay? I'm feeling kind of nay on it. But I don't know. Nay, we have 1 vote for nay. Okay, we're still in this playlist. I was nervous. It's another Blood Artist effect. It's red card draw, though, yes, and procs off of leaves, not necessarily dies. That's true. Never been a fan of red exile draw things, and you have enough damage dealing effects. But we kind of need to focus on that, though. Shoot. I get the option of choosing one or the other. Keep exile the top card of my library. To the end of turn I can play it. So I could weed out stuff. I don't know. Maybe I'll keep it. Poop. Yeah, Gutter Grind is non-token. Okay, we'll cut Gutter Grime. Dang it! I get conflicting stuff by you guys. Oh my god. Thank you for the sub! Thank you! No, if only I could figure out what to cut. What do I cut? Is Garmy Germination any creature just non-token? It is non-token. Maybe cut the germination. Maybe cut the germination. Gutter's going to be much more powerful than germination then. So maybe cutting the germination. Siege triggers of all creatures. Grime only triggers off of non-tokens. Germination is much cheaper to play. True. True. But Gutter Grind gets you bigger and bigger, bigger, bigger as we go. Gutter Grind really gets you a lot of creatures. Well, not a lot of creatures. It gives you a big boy. Well, I'm just trying to figure out I'm just trying to have us fine tune. I think, I don't know. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. This is just hard. I'm just trying to be very, very fine-tuney. Molder Vine gives us a card draw. Gutter Grime. This might be a choice that only can be made after play testing the deck. If you play Moldavine Reclamation against me, I will try and mill you out. Okay, we'll come back to enchantments. Let's keep going. Instants, we have Cross and Grip, Beast Within, I think are very good. Wake the Dead, which gives us our Death Triggers back. I think that's just too good to not play. I think that's smart. Artifact Mutation gets us Saproling tokens, which I like, because we can use those to sack our stuff. And it just destroys a target artifact, which I like as well. I think we're good on instants. Sorcerers, we have Band of Vast, Cultivate, K-Reach, Living Death. The Mythic Ooze from Allegiance instead of Gutter Grind. What the heck ooze are you talking about? Biogenic ooze. That is really good. Honestly, I don't hate it. It's a token generator. It gets counters. It's an ooze. Okay. I'll set aside that. We need to cut. Yeah, we're cutting down way below what we need to, which is good. So, ooze, ooze, ooze. Or better yet, let's. We have 98 cards. We can just add 2 more and see how we feel. So let's add 2 more cards. Milled someone once who was playing Moldavine. I was probably going to win regardless, but it was super close and they did misplay. They should have known I was running Wrath Effects since I had already played Wrath Effects. So what should we add then? We have 2 slots open. I forgot to mention we had 2 slots open. So we can add stuff. I know that we're already doing a lot of enchantments. What about Evolutionary Leap? Not Scoot Mob. Sacrifice a creature, reveal cards from the top of my library until I reveal a creature card, put that card in my hand, and the rest of them by my enemy order. What? How do you feel about this? What do you think? Or am I going too heavy on enchantments? I've noticed I really like enchantments. It is good with tokens. Honestly, I could do... I don't think I've seen anybody use the finale, the black finale, but let's see. Just not a fan of it in this deck. Destroy up to X target creatures with toughness X or less. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that, actually. That does feel a bit odd here. Wait, I lied. The finale is great. Command the Dreadhorde is the one I'm on. Okay, so remove Command the Dreadhorde. The nice thing is it gets all creatures back for a mere 12 mana. Yeah, that's a lot. Oh. I do lose life with Command the Dreadhorde. Okay, so maybe replacing that with that. My thing is, I'm very nervous when I build decks like this. Finale might not be for this deck. Wait, but you said the finale was great. So what should I do? I have room for one more card and I can cut some others to swap, but I need to know which. We have 12 enchantments, which is a lot of enchantments, but they're very low. I think I will get rid of Gutter Grime. I love it, but maybe not here. Okay, let's get rid of Gutter Grime while I have my head about me. Gutter Grime. Where's Gutter Grime? Where's Gutter Grime? Okay. We have room for 2 more cards. Honestly, our split of like 32 creatures and 11 enchantments doesn't hurt too much. Maybe just adding like an instant or a sorcery or something. Artifact removal, we have Vandal Blast, Crowston Grip, and like a Beast Within an artifact mutation. Force of Vigor, what does that do? I just recommend naming the card and I'll see how I feel about it. If it's not your turn, you may exile a green card from your hand rather than pay this. Destroy 2 target artifacts and/or enchantments. How many green cards do I have in here? Because that will make a big impact on if I run this or not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. That's kind of low. I don't know. And then pay its CMC. 4 mana to destroy 2 though isn't that bad. Maybe doing a Force of Vigor wouldn't be too bad in here. At the most we pay 4 for it, which I don't think it's bad. Okay, so let's... Okay, that's some more artifact destruction. What's Volrath's stronghold? That's not what I meant, but we'll get there anyway. That is a lot of money. If it was not so expensive, I'd vibe with it. Thwart the enemy? What? I feel like just running fog would be good, but where are we at right now? 99 cards. We can still add in one more. This might be good with Infect Overrun. I don't know, cause this isn't. This is mostly about. Oh well, I didn't add in the thingy, the finale of Eternity. We'll swap that out. Triumph of the Hordes, maybe. Let's see. Dread Horde. Oh, wait, we said we didn't know how we felt about that. Should we run Triumph of the Hordes? Because I can run... Oh, want to keep my cloth. We're Nords. I've been Skyrim's on the brain lately. We have room for one more card. So we have Living Death, Triumph of the Hordes, K-Reach, Vandal Blast, Force of Vigor. Times you scoop with a large number of 3/1 tokens. They're 2/1s, I believe. No, they're 3/1s. We have one more card. What should we put in? Oh God. Heroic intervention. Just in case. Let's, yeah. I like that. Okay, we're at 100. So now begs the question, how are we feeling about this? Because we have 11 enchantments, 6 instants, 5 sorceries, 37 lands. Scarab God would be good since you make 3/1s. What's Scarab? Let's see. I've never played him. Oh, Scorpion. I was like, I don't know about that, but... You're fine, friend. It's how it be. Tap for 3. Put a -1/1 counter another target creature when it dies. We'd get card draw out of it. It would be 3 mana to kill our own, though. And I do have a Skull Clamp. There's just 1 mana. I have room for one more card. Do you think I should take anything out before we add anything else in? Redundancy is never bad, that's true. Could add it in. Do you feel like we're lacking return from the graveyard stuff? Because, I mean, I have like Whisper. And I have the one average CMC. That's a good question. The highest we have in here is 3 is our highest. That's where our curve is the highest. Our curve is sort of mellowed out a little bit. kind of stay Phyrexian Reclamation. Why do I keep forgetting that? Is my music stopped? My music stopped? It has. Pay. Tap 2, pay 2 life, return target creature for overhead. It's another enchantment. We have 37 lands. Do we have 38? We have 37 lands. No, 38. Honestly, the Phyrexian Reclamation isn't that bad of an idea. However, that'll put us right at the tippity top. Or will... I have an idea in my head. Maybe that gives us 12 enchantments. That's a lot of enchantments. The average CMC was high. We could run 38 lands, but yeah, I feel pretty good about our curve, to be quite honest, which is kind of weird. Mana rocks. I was actually thinking if I should run the signets. I only run Soul Ring and the Arcane Signet, but we also run the altars that give us mana as well. So should I run the signets? Because I was thinking maybe I should run the signets. Specifically, like Golgari Signet. Because I don't have that many mana rocks in here. You know? A good rock for 3 colors is Felwar Stone. Rocks are for every color. I run rocks in my green deck. So, like... should I run more rocks? Felwar is good in any deck, though. So, should we remove the Reclamation? We have a lot of enchantments, though. That's what makes me nervous. We have a lot of enchantments. Maybe we should cut the Germination. Maybe cut the Germination. This is getting hard. Dang it, this is hard. We're at like the final stretch too, where making cuts is very hard. And it just makes functioning. Okay, well here, hold on, here. I just had a... My thought process is... Annex does the same thing as Germination, and he's on a creature. So... should I cut Annex? Or should I cut the No. Cut the Germination, because Germination does what Annex does. With the added bonus of I can make 2 more tokens if I... Yeah. Okay, let's do that. Let's cut the Germination. We got Annex. That just feels better, because Annex does the same thing and he's on a creature. And he's in red and we need some more red. So now we're at 100, but we also have the added thought of should I run a Felwar Stone? Or should I run a Birds? What do you think? Should I add one more card or no? Should we add a mana rock of some sort? I'm just dropping my flippin' things everywhere. I fiddle when I'm nervous. I don't know about Gilded Goose. This is getting to be a lot. Whenever it exploits a creature... So now I gotta cut another card for birds. We do have a Sek'Kuar. We got a Steve. My curve is so low though. Do we need the ramp though? That's the thing. Our curves were nicely at 3. We have 2 cards with 7 and up. Do I need a birds? Keep dropping stuff. Carrion feeder. Okay. Feeder can't block. This is becoming a lot because now we're just now like pin pricking here. Should I leave as is or add one more thing? We are running 37 lands. We do have Perilous Forays. We do have a Cultivate. And we do have a K-Reach. K-Feeder is probably much better than more ramp here because the curve, only because the curve is so low. The curve is very low. What's Devouring Swarm? Let's figure out. Creature gets... That's until end of turn though. Carrion Feeder is put a woman counter on it. I said the Carrion Feeder. Shoot. Guys, we are getting so many ideas. Which squee? The Nabob or the Immortal? I mean, either or, technically. This is gonna be something else. Here, I'm gonna add... This is gonna be a lot. We need to make some cuts. We need to make some cuts, because this is... I think we're at the end of this here. Dominator Squee is better for this. Okay, Squee the Immortal. Okay, we have to make 2 cuts. 2 cuts, and then I think we're gonna be good calling it here. So now I gotta go back through this and see. Graveyard from playing. May pay a grade if you do. You return it to play. Sacrifice it. Your black mana in your mana pool. What about the Bloodghast? I think Nether Trader is better than Bloodghast. Grimgully seems weird. Maybe. Our guys will become 4/2s though. We don't have Trample in here, I just realized. Shoot. Is Trample even necessary? Is Trample even necessary? Shit. Are we even going to be doing that? That might be something I might add in my article later on as something I wish we had. No, that's not what I need. Okay. Okay. We need to cut 2 cards. Somebody says Grumgully. So maybe cutting Grumgully might be a good card to cut. Yeah, it's not that important. You're right. You're right. And that'll make it hard to do Skull Clamp. Yeah, that'll make it hard to do Skull Clamp. Let's cut Grumgully. If I can find the little booger. Where'd he go? Doo-doo-doo. Do-do-do. Where is he? There he is. One more. And then we're done. This has been something else. We finished the deck very fast, but we spent an hour tweaking it past what we did. One more card. Technically it'll be 10 enchantments because the journey is supposed to be a land. Perilous gets this ramp. You still need the name, the most important part of building it, Drew. That's true. It does really shine with forays, and I feel like Nether Trader is better because if we have I feel like Nether Trader is better if we have the Phyrexian altar out. Maybe the Bloodcast is the cut to make here. I do really like Nether Trader better. You can't block. Our being triple pit makes me feel uneasy for a 3-color deck. You're right, that made me feel uneasy too. The reason I kept it though is because all our tokens that are entering the battlefield are black. We can draw a card off of her, and our deck is heavy in black. That's the only reason I've kept her in here. I felt the same way myself, but we're going to automatically be having our opponent lose a life and us gain a life off of a token entering the battlefield. And we can tap her and sack another to get a card draw, and I think card draw is very important in this deck. I think card draw is just important in any deck, really. Well, hold on. There's that new Erebos draws cards, doesn't he? Well, let's see what he does. I don't know. Should we swap IR for Erebos? We have to pay life to draw, though. Can you tell I'm really good at doing this? Because I'm very, very fucking bad at this. There's a surprising amount of card advantage in this deck. Arrow sticks to your life, IR gets you life. That's fair. Okay, so what do we cut? What do we cut? What do we cut? Maybe the blood. I think the blood gas might be the choice. Azona is really high and kind of awkward to cast her for 3 cut. Yeah, you're kind of right about that. That cuts our costs down too and lowers our curve. That's true. But that tap 2 sack. Gain a life, draw a card. Shit. We're now at the wire here. Damn it. I'm at a moment where I'm like, I see what you're saying, and I agree with you. I actually do have a Marin in this deck. Maybe... I think maybe getting rid of the Bloodghast. I really think it's the Bloodghast. Shoot, now I'm second guessing myself. How much do you want Grave Pact effects? The token gem, the high cost. Flip. Flip, 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 flip. Shoot. This is where I'm feeling very torn. Because I 100% see what you're saying. Like, 100% it makes sense. I vibe with it. I agree with it. Damn it. You know what? Okay. Izoni. We'll get rid of Izoni. Okay. Let's see. We are at 100 cards. Do you guys have any other ideas before we call it quits for the evening? Ugh. This one has really flexed my brain. I'm actually a little nervous. I have to know if y'all feel comfortable with this deck before I ship it out into the world with a name. Alright, let me see. Hi, Sick Jose, or CC Jose. I'm so bad with usernames. Hello! We are literally at the end of our lovely, lovely stream. I'm trying to see how we feel about this deck before I call it quits for the evening. I'm gonna clean up my mess that I've made over here with my little infinite tokens, like little like chips. I've been filling with them. I actually used them the other day for a paper stream. They're actually very useful. I really like these. They're very helpful. So do you guys feel good with this deck, yay or nay, before I put the final closing curtain call on it? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Because then we get to the names. I think there should be more decks that use Mortal Kombat. I'm going to check that out really quickly. Yeah, Mortal Kombat is interesting. Okay. Now we are at the moment of the stream, at the end of it. It looks good for being a first draft, but now we get to name the deck. I am still going. Yes, I'm very tired. So a deck built on stream with chat on, what's today's date? The 12th. So let's get a name, and while you think of names, I'm gonna grab this that I dropped on the ground. Dropped a token on the ground. Has been online for 2 hours, 46 minutes, and 7 seconds. Yes, I have. So let's see. What are we doing for our name? Tiny tokens who want to die. Worked to death. Alrighty, let's see. We got some names. Vote now. Please give me some deck ideas. Deck name ideas. Because we already have a deck idea. Oh my god. Mr. Meeseeks. Mr. Meeseeks, look at me. Is this how you jund? I don't get the reference, but I like that. I feel like there's not a reference. I don't know. I would be a sweet commander. I'll probably have to build her at some point. She's fine in Brawl for now. Yeah, she's really good. There is no reference. It's just me saying, is this how you jund? Let's see. I don't know. Y'all are giving me some good ideas, but I'm not feeling drawn to them like normal. I've had some great ones so far. Deck name, deck name, deck name, deck name, deck name. This is where I always falter. Damn it. Oh, honestly, that's not bad. I like that. What do y'all think of that? What do you think of my volunteer's tribute? It doesn't give me the vibe. There's a pun out here somewhere, and I'm missing it. In Yu-Gi-Oh! Sacrificing is called tribute. What about... Let's see. Okay. Maybe is this how you joined? I don't know. I'm really struggling with deck name ideas. I'm sorry. I know this is not the most exciting part of the stream, but I really like to feel good with a name before I finish it off. I don't know. This is truly... I don't know. Maybe that? Ah, dang it. I'm so sorry. This is probably the most annoying thing in the entire world right now. Raymond has a question. Am I junding now? Do the jund? No. Why am I struggling this hard? It's just a deck name. Okay. I can do this. I'm so disappointed that I can't think of a good one. I think I'll just do it. I volunteer as tribute. Bone hurting juice? I don't know why I like that so much. Maybe Jund bone hurting juice? I can't have that be the title of my TCHE player article. Bone hurting juice. This name might be subject to change. This might be subject to change. Okay. Oh my god. We are officially done. So I'm gonna go ahead and hide my display capture. Pop up my picture. Which I thought you could see. Why is he not coming up? Oh, it's because he's blocked out from the sun. There it is. Oh my god. The mess. I don't know what the message is, but it definitely sends one. That might be subject to change. I might change it to I volunteer as tribute. We'll see. But I do like Judge Bone Hurting Juice. So, without further ado, holy crap, now begins the end of the stream where I do my little spiel. How do you decide what commanders to do this for? Usually on Twitter or my Discord, I will ask people for suggestions. And then based off of that, I kind of get a feel for it. Sometimes I find one that I'm drawn to by somebody on Twitter. Other times I choose one. Today I chose this one because I really felt a draw to him for a hot minute. But usually I will post 2 days beforehand a tweet, and I will also ask my Discord. So since I said Discord, now is the time where I can jump into my little spiel. So that is my Discord link. Please join it. It is open to everybody. However, there are exclusive channels dedicated to individuals on my Patreon. I also do have a Patreon right there. You know, Patreon is just one way that you can support me as a creator. There are 4 tiers on my Patreon. Tier 1 is Groundling tier. For $1 a month, you get a one-time shout out on Twitch. You also get exclusive access to content on my Discord. Then there is Noble tier, which is $3 a month. You get the one-time shout out and the exclusive content on the Discord. The only difference is that it's just a little extra way to support me. You still get the same benefits as Groundling, but if you have the ability to kind of show that extra support, you can. For $5 a month, you have a Click tier. You get the shout out every single time I stream. You also get a signed token by Inkling Customs, and you also get the exclusive content on the Discord. And then there's Glenalendra tier. You also get the shout out every single time I stream. You also get the signed token, and you also get the exclusive Discord content. It's just an extra way to show me like the support's the highest tier. So there's my Patreon right there. And because we are in the middle of the month, it is time to do my shout outs for Click and Glenalendra tiers. So shout out to ALK Ultras, Carlton Parsons, Colin Castler, Douglas Whitaker, Eric Hoff, Katie, Roberto Alvarez, and Seraph 6. Those are my Glenalendra and Click tier patrons. I have tons of others of fantastic people who are in the Noble and Groundling tier. So you should definitely check that out and become a patron. It's a very wonderful way to support me, and I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. If you want to find other ways to support me that may not necessarily be Patreon, right there, that's my link tree that has my YouTube channel, has my Discord on there, it has my Twitch on there, it also has an Amazon wishlist, that little donation bar up there. I'm trying to build myself a new computer because mine is groaning and angry and mad at me, so I'm trying to get something better suited for streaming. So if you feel like you just want to rather support there, you can either go directly buy the piece I need on my Amazon wishlist, or boom, there's my tip jar, which goes up there, and I do not touch until I hit the goal. So you should definitely check that out. Let's see. I'm also sponsored by the wonderful people at TCG Player. There is my link right there for TCG Player. Even just clicking that link shows support towards me as a creator. And if you buy cards with that link, it shows me even greater support. I also am a writer for TCG Player. So I have articles that come out based on this stream right here every single Sunday. So keep an eye out for that. There will be an article about this stream, and this stream will be linked in that article this Sunday. You should check that out too. The last one I wrote was about Delicos, and I had a very interesting metaphor for him. He was a party dude. You should check that out. Let's see. I'm also sponsored by the fantastic people at Ultra Pro, and I heard that I have some good news coming for you guys about that, so keep tuned on that. I'll be doing some fun giveaways with them in the future, so you should please keep an eye out, and also buy Ultra Pro products. I love Ultra Pro, honestly. All my playmats are Ultra Pro, so you should definitely check them out because they're wonderful. So please check out Ultra Pro. And my Twitch schedule. I might as well drop my Twitch schedule. Tuesdays, usually at 7. I started late tonight because I had work. Tuesdays at 7, I do my Always Be Brewing deck building stream for Commander. Wednesdays at 7 Eastern, I do a Brawl stream on Arena. And then Sundays at 7 as well, I do my Filthy Casuals paper Commander stream, where I play with a lot of fun creators and friends, so you should check it out. And they all get uploaded to YouTube as well. Without further ado, I think I'm over with my long-winded spiel. Oh my god. That was a lot. So thank you guys so much for joining me on a wonderful evening tonight. Thank you for helping me build that guy right there. He is super fun to build, and I really hope that, the list, I'm going to probably later draw some practice hands, see how it looks. I might tweak it. I generally don't tweak decks that I build on stream just because I want it to be as organic as possible, but who knows, we will see. So without further ado, I'm done. Please practice social distancing, wash your hands, be kind to one another. If you're sick, you know, see a doctor, please. Wear a face mask when you go out in public, stay 6 feet from one another, do all the good practices that you should be doing right now. And I will see you guys another time. Alrighty. Bye.